Welcome to another episode of Concupitus. This is Taya, and
Maren.
we're back after a long
back.
time.
Yes.
We're sorry.
Well, it's summer. Life is happening.
Life is happening, which is the main reason. Also, it's very hard to try it. Actually, it's not that hard.
No.
Let's not even.
No, it's not. But it's just...
That was a bad excuse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
No, but
Excuse.
we're happy to record a new episode.
Yeah.
Taya, what are we talking about
Today,
today?
we're gonna talk about pornography.
Yes.
Porn or
Porn.
sexual movies. Call it what you want.
Yeah, what is the most commonly used term? I guess
I think porn.
Yeah.
Porn.
Yeah.
From now on, I'm just gonna call it sexually arousing cinematography. Not material, because that could also be like a magazine.
Yeah, that
of
could be
some sort.
anything. Yeah.
But it needs to be sexual arousing cinematography.
Cinematography. Cinematography.
Yeah, it's a movie. No, but it's kind of a very broad subject, and we possibly cannot even contain it to one episode.
No,
and
like
we
always.
mentioned it several times
Like
in other
always.
episodes before, because it's a big part of everyone's life, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, and I think it's also, I mean, we've been mentioning porn actually quite a lot of times in previous episodes when we talk about sex education and stuff. So I think just having a podcast about sex, you kind of have to talk about it. Like it's
You've waited a long time. It's here.
It's such an integral part of the whole topic.
Also, disclaimer, sorry if you hear bird chirping in the background. We're sitting currently on my balcony, and it's 100 billion degrees, and we would not be confined to the insides of my room. So
and the birds.
today you get some bird ASMR on your podcast. You're welcome.
To remember the distraction, but during sex.
The
bird.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Oh, a bird.
Today they're actually distracting us. No.
Yeah. No, we're gonna try and not be distracted by birds.
Yeah.
But no, let's do some hardcore facts here. So on I don't even want to say like a weekly basis, but a weekly or monthly basis, how often do you watch porn? Not what kind of porn, but how often do you watch it?
No. It's really different. Like sometimes I'm just in the mood for it. But then there are times where I'm not in the mood for it at all, which is also because I just find it annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like you want to just watch something in peace, and then you have all those ads coming up, or like...
You have ads?
Yeah, you know, those weird things that pop up, and you're like, I don't want to...
No, okay, where do you mostly watch porn, and in what media?
Well, it's like most of the times Pornhub, which... I'm not proud about.
Well, we're all honest here, and there's no hiding.
I mean, it's not that I'm not proud about it. Like,
it's just
it's more like
page.
It's just like this page. There's just so much content on there that I'm like just annoyed by.
Yeah.
Which is mainly because it's very sexist and very racist.
Yeah.
And that is just it's
like the shame of every woman to open Pornhub and be like, oh.
I mean, there's also good content, right? But you have to filter for
it. You really have to search.
And
then before you're done searching, you're like, you know what? I'm not even in the mood to masturbate anymore.
Yeah, because you're kind of disgusted
took me
by
half
a lot
an
of
hour,
things, you know?
and I stumbled upon the worst things in the world. I don't need it anymore.
I'm just like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
know, with, so apparently it's a thing to get stuck.
We're gonna go back to that.
So in that sense, I do get stuck
on
search.
Hopeless content.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm just a bit annoyed of like...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there are also other ways, right? Or like other platforms.
So it's really for, like, I don't watch porn that often, and it comes in moods when I feel my own imagination can't deliver what I need, or I haven't been inspired by my everyday life, that I feel like I need to see something that's literally what my brain cannot comprehend to make itself. And then the easiest way is to go to Pornhub, because it's right there, and it's very convenient, and often has what you need. But I'd say, like, not even like once a month. I really don't watch porn that much. Like,
no, same.
I watch it, but I don't use it that much.
No.
I like my own imagination way more.
Yeah.
And also, let's face it, if you have a good vibrator, it does not take long to masturbate, so...
That is very true.
You barely get through the title in the porn, and then you're like, oh, I came now. Never mind.
But thanks.
Yeah. Actually, that's been an issue sometimes if I watch porn and I don't, like... I feel like there are more women out there who have the same issue, or like, luck, let's call it that I start it right where they're, like, trying to get into it, and I get too heated up, so I like, have to stop myself from coming before they even get to the penetration part. And I'm like, what is this? I didn't even need the porn. I just needed the thought of the porn.
Yeah, that
and
is
then
very
I have
true.
to, like, the whole having to skip, because I don't watch like, they're like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, sometimes
or more. I don't know. Like, obviously the ones
like weird
I watch are,
and stuff.
Yeah, I don't need the whole pre-play of the situation. I just want to see the actual
the
action
happening, the business,
the bits nits, and then I fast forward. I see some. You get started, and then I want to fast forward again, but I don't want to touch my phone. And then I'm like, ugh, what? I use the other hand while I hold, and I have to. It's actually more of a struggle because I use it on my phone.
Oh, you use it on your phone.
Do you use it on your computer?
Yeah.
I need a big screen. I need a big dick.
It's like on the projector.
Yeah.
No.
Movie night.
I don't have one.
I just use my phone. It's very convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
Search.
But
engine.
that might be a bit of a broken down question, but oh my god, the birds.
It might not
They're
be as obvious here,
man. Coming back to my question. What is your stance towards porn? Like, what is your general opinion about porn? Do you I know it's like very broad, but...
Yeah, but it's such a...
Like, what do you know?
I have like an internal struggle about it.
Yeah.
Because I see porn for what it is. It's a smart way of showing sexual fantasies for people who might not like make them yourself or find that tiny niche of that one sexual fantasy that you just can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Which I see is super fine. Yeah. Like, if you like that and you can find it in porn, do it.
There's anything, right?
But as we talked about at one point, I'm also like, the porn industry has this reputation of, there's just, when you say porn, you see this specific kind of porn. See this girl being penetrated. No, wait, she gives a blowjob first.
Of course.
Then she gets penetrated. Yeah. He comes all over her.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, that was so nice. And then it's over.
Yeah.
And that's like the stupid... And that's what I don't like about porn, is the way that it's portrayed. And I know that when I have sex, I know that's not what's going to happen. But you can't help of thinking, like... I wonder if he likes it to be like that. Or does guys feel the same way? Like, do they expect women to moan like that? So the expectations around how you act during sex, I hate about porn.
Yeah.
And then I hate
amplifies that.
watching something, getting off and be like, why would you get off to that?
Yeah.
You're a horrible person. You should go be ashamed and cry in the shower. Like... It's such a
depends,
weird,
right?
Yeah, obviously, but like, we'll go back to the funny categories.
Oh, yeah.
But still,
as long as you don't get stuck.
Yeah, exactly. No, but talking about categories, what is your like go-to if you just need like a quick fix?
Man, it's really, I really agree with what you just said, because, or like also the thing I mentioned about porn just being very disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'm not disgusted about the fact that I'm watching porn, because for me it's more like, I don't mind that, like admitting this, you know, or like I don't mind that I watch porn, because why not? Like, yeah, exactly. It can be super sexy and it can be super like getting you in the mood or whatever.
Yeah, it can arouse you on several levels of some sort, or intrigue you, or interest you in like exploring different sides of you.
And I think it's also this perception we have that women don't watch porn. It's only for men. Like, I really wouldn't agree on this. But
no. I think a lot of women watch porn, they just don't admit it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is sad, because it's hella fun.
Yeah, exactly. But then it just really depends on, because I don't need to see this like stereotypical
man
perception of sex, you know.
No, exactly.
And like
the one I just described.
The women screaming, and I don't know, then I'd rather prefer like an erotic movie or something like more sensual or empowering whatsoever. But this like, oh yeah, then she gives me a blowjob and I fuck her in her asshole. I'm like, yeah, well,
wow.
If that's what you want, or
Fair
if that's
enough,
what people find erotic, okay, but doesn't really do it for me.
No. But do you search something, or do you take whatever pops up? Like.
No, I do look for specific stuff.
Yeah.
Most of the times, because.
Yeah.
90% of the content I don't want to see anyway.
No, exactly.
At least on commercial porn websites.
I found like amateur porn really, like, because I look for the penetration part, and I think the professional porn clips are very portrayed in this way I don't like. So there are like couples who make amateur porn and put on Pornhub, and I think find that more lifelike and more arousing than the one that's like filmed in
like more
with
real.
setup and the one where she conveniently wears a skirt and was not wearing underwear.
I mean,
and got stuck. So that is usually what I like tend to find.
Yeah.
And then I fast forward either way, because it's such an intimate thing. I don't want to see them getting.
But that's the thing.
Turned on by each other.
Sex is like real. Sex is weird. Sex is down to earth. But then in porn, it's this like what we
heightened,
said. Like that's why
intense,
we have
crazy shit.
And that's why we have all those weird expectations. Or like not only, but a lot comes
They're
from...
the gods of sex. It's not real.
Yeah.
But everybody has this perceivement of what it should be.
Yeah, exactly. And porn definitely contributes to this.
Yeah.
Because, what we said about sex education in earlier episodes, it's like, it is so accessible and it is so common for people to watch porn. It's just that nobody would admit it or talk about it. But everyone, okay, maybe not everyone, but like, the majority of people does watch porn, and it's like I do see a lot of advantages of porn for sex education. I think there could be
just exploring like how things work, or
just to see it, because you don't talk about this if you're in the beginning of your sexual experiences. You don't go to your parents and be like, please explain to me, you know? I saw this word somewhere. So in that sense, I do think
barbecue,
porn,
honey.
It's just food. It definitely can like contribute to sex education for like younger people, or like anyone.
I think it's so funny how it's like a taboo, and yet I wanna like, well, I'm also I share a lot, but when I talk to people, I don't find it weird that they would, if they want to share with me, talk about what they look up for in porn, because porn doesn't necessarily need to reflect what you actually get turned on and want in your bed at home. It could also just be like, ooh, this is intriguing. I just like to look at that and then do it for myself, but I don't actually want it happening to me. So I find that very fun to talk with people and be like, okay, but what do you watch if you want to share?
But people don't like.
No, people. It's also because it's very intimate. It's like what gets you off.
Yeah.
And I understand that they don't want to share that because that's very intimate. And not everyone is as transparent as we are.
But I just find it so ridiculous, because it's sex. Everything is, not everything, most things are about sex. Porn, like, it's just so normal. It's like breathing and eating, you know? But then we construct this whole weird, oh my god, no, but you can't talk about this, especially as a woman. Like, I get this, I mean, we've mentioned this before, right? Like, that we get this super often from people, that it's then like, oh, you're this like super sexual person.
Oh, you're
such a sex
freak.
Oh my god, you're talking about sex openly. Like,
rude.
Aren't you a good Christian? You know,
she's
like
a witch.
And then I'm like, okay, so you're shaming me for just talking about sex, and it's not even doing this in a super sexualized way.
No.
And even if, but then you go home and watch your porn secretly.
Yeah.
It's just this, like, twisted morality. No, is this a word? Yeah, whatever. Twisted ethics. I don't know how to call
words.
That I'm like, okay, so it's so normal and so commercialized almost. But then at the same time, like, but don't talk about it. Or, like, be ashamed of actually watching porn or actually enjoying watching porn, It's this, like, stuff you do in your privacy and in your secret
Oh, yeah. Talking about
sphere.
That. Have you watched porn with any of your sexual partners to, like, start, like, as a foreplay?
Yeah.
Was that cool? Like, did you continue trying to do what was on the porn, whatever you were watching, or was it more like getting teased by it and then doing your own thing?
Yeah, more like for the
Were
teasing.
you agreeing on the content of the category of the porn? I want to watch anal. Well, I don't, so...
It was not getting stuck.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Okay, let's go to the stuck part. So, you know how when you're scrolling through Pornhub, trying to find the things you want to, I don't know, get off to, and you stumble upon these fucking weird categories and weird fucking clickbait clips to start with.
Yeah.
So I have multiple times fallen upon, and I find it hilarious, videos, clips where women get stuck in various items and then get fucked because they cannot get out of this.
This is,
And it's everything, but it's bunk beds, it's washers,
tree.
It's a tree, it's a coffee table, and all of these things, even a couch, all of these things they can obviously get out of so easily.
Like, so easily.
And then I am so intrigued because I don't understand why they don't get out, so I watch the fucking porn video. I don't even, like, masturbate to it. I just watch it and I am bamboozled because it's so fucking stupid, guys.
It's so stupid.
It's like,
and
who
then
gets
also
fucking stuck in a washer?
Also the dialogues, and it's just
It's like, oh my god, get me out, but also put it in me.
Uh-huh.
Like, no.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, that we have really this twisted opinion about it because it's just stupid and funny, and like I can just
like,
laugh
as much
about
as
it.
I'd like to be dominated, I do not want to be stuck in someone and like stuck in something
me,
and then someone sticking their penis.
First of all, what is the solution to
Getting
I'm
stuck?
Fuck me.
Here's a penis.
I mean, I like solution-oriented thinking, but this is just like
this is not helping
this
anyone.
just doesn't make sense,
Are stuck? I'll loop you up. Oh, okay.
Oh, great. Well,
now that you're there, can you just,
like, why is this the logic consequence,
But also, like, I'm stuck. Could you
doesn't
get me
make
out?
sense.
Like, get me out. No, I don't want to have sex. Please, I'm stuck.
Like,
This is so weird.
honestly,
what are they gonna do when he's done and she's still stuck and
I
she's
would
like,
freak out if I would be stuck somewhere.
especially in that tree.
Like, the last thing is that, like, I want to be fucked in that moment. I would, like, be
You're like,
afraid
"Get me out."
I have to cut off my hand or something,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, honestly, please work on a better solution management right now. Like, I do not need this crisis situation. But yeah, it's
porn like that, and I'm sorry if there's anyone out there listening who really is turned on by this.
If you like,
but I just don't understand.
No, but I think I really think the reason behind the stuck thing is this, like, portraying women as this helpless.
But you can be stuck then,
I'm
like,
stuck.
tied down.
Help me. Yeah, but it's more like real life, because tied down then
Real
again,
life when you crawl into
Real
the
life.
washer and you
Real
get
life.
stuck. That one sock that just didn't want to come out.
Yeah, but you know what I mean,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, I came
Help
home
me.
and my friend masturbated and now we're having sex.
Yeah, oh, I walked in on you with your penis in your hand.
Yeah.
Now I have your
penis in my hand. It's like kind of the same logic a bit,
Yeah, this is the fun thing about porn, that I sometimes cannot, like, if I'm looking at it, I can't distract myself from the fact that how stupid it fucking is.
It's so stupid.
And with all the stepmoms and stepsisters,
that I really also don't get. But I mean, yeah, no king shaming.
Yeah,
like,
you have your kinks and that's
do you?
fine, but damn,
Yeah.
does it need to scream everywhere on Pornhub? And then it's the stepmom getting stuck at the fucking coffee table, and I'm like, now you combine the two, and it's even more stupid.
Wait, does she also get stuck in the couch?
Everybody
Okay,
gets stuck in the coffee table.
Oh, I can't.
Don't go near a coffee table, guys.
But
you will get stuck and someone will butt fuck you.
Yeah, just don't get stuck.
Don't get
an
stuck.
Overall recommendation. No, honestly, I'm also a bit claustrophobic, so getting stuck for me is literally...
Don't crawl into a washer.
It's literally a legit fear.
That would be the worst if somebody then started.
And also the first time...
Or maybe they were trying to make it a positive thing. You were stuck in claustrophobic and they're like, I'm making
confront your fears.
Yeah, I'll make it a good experience for you. I'll make you feel great, girl.
My therapist recommended this.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna get stuck in this washer.
No, but like the first time I heard this getting stuck porn, I thought it's maybe like getting stuck in an elevator or something.
Ah, but see, that's...
But then I heard, no, it's like getting stuck below a bed. And I was like, what do you mean?
Why?
Like, why? Like,
why are you stuck? There's this one good one, you need to go in and watch it, with two, like, hiking, camping girls, whatever, at a hostel.
Oh,
she drops her phone underneath the bed. She crawls in, she cannot reach it, and she gets stuck from, I don't know, nothing under this bed. And then her friend is trying to help her. Instead of pulling her out, she just crawls in and wants to get the phone for her. She also gets stuck. Because what does people do when they crawl under a bed? Yeah. They get stuck.
Of course.
And then this other hiking guy who's sharing this hostel room comes in and he's like, well, there's two butts stuck.
Are they also naked?
No, they're wearing hot pants.
Are they wearing hot pants? Okay, well, at least.
Well,
because the other girl was like...
Yeah, well, still, he has to take the pants off and then he fucks both of them. And I'm like... Imagine you and I being out hiking, going to a hostel. We get stuck under a bed.
But honestly,
because I dropped my phone.
No, I could see us getting stuck.
I would be so, like, even if you wanted sex with the guy, I'd be like, can you not have sex? We're stuck under a bed, Maren. Please. Call for help. Call the fire department. This is so weird. I would never be like, yes, let's have both unprotected sex with this guy we haven't even seen the face of because we're stuck under this bed.
Honestly, it literally doesn't make sense.
We're sorry for the rant.
Yeah, so getting back to the topic.
Yes.
We're at the topic.
I'm sorry to the people who are in that porn clip. I'm sorry I've laughed at you multiple times.
No, but you have to admit it's stupid. Let's face it.
We're not kink shaming.
No kink shaming, but
just look at it it's a bit humoristic.
Yeah, no, it's a bit funny. But what I still want to mention with regards to porn is that there are also like a lot of critical voices around porn. Right?
Oh yeah,
and especially coming from women, or like just the way women are portrayed in porn. And there are actually a lot of good porn directors who make porn that is more real and more focused on female pleasure. So one of them is Erika Lust. She's a Swedish porn director, and she really shaped this like movement of I don't know, it's like kind of feminist porn, but more like
but I feel feminist porn is also a very strong word to use about it. It should just be
real life
sex experiences,
exactly,
like filmed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really what she's saying. Like, it's just how sex is, you know, and it's with inclusive,
different people, different shit happens. All the awkward situations might happen. Who knows? Yeah.
And I think it's really good. And also one thing we have to keep in mind is that, of course, if content is free, there's a reason for it. That like it's anything free. Art. Because
if it's free, it's not as good as if you pay for it.
Yeah. And I was listening to another podcast a while ago, and I unfortunately forgot the name of the porn director, but I'm gonna try to find it again. She is a porn director in Berlin, and it was super interesting because she was saying that a lot of people think that female porn actresses are doing this against their will, and it's like this expectation that women who are in porn must not want this, which is also very often with like sex work or other
I mean, there's a lot of when you look we did a little research, guys. So if you're trying to find, because a lot of the porn you're watching is a male point of view, it's the male looking down at the woman seeing the penetration part, and we were looking up the girl point of view, and there's not a lot professionally filmed about this, at least on Pornhub. Free content. We're not gonna pay. You guys need to pay us before we're going to pay for porn.
We still need sponsorship.
Yeah. Pornhub, you can sponsor. No, you can't. We don't want it.
Thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks. 1 year free porn. No. No, but when it was a girl point of view video or clip, it was still focused on the girl and not so much on the male.
Yeah.
And then I also saw a lot of that was just women filming themselves masturbating. So another where women take the choice of being like, here's my sexual experience and here's me enjoying myself.
And I think
that's not forced upon anyone.
No, and that's a really wrong assumption we have, that we think women in porn must not want this, because this is not true. And there are a lot of women who want this and who choose this. And I think that is really something we have to respect. And I think it's really cool if that is your choice. And also this female director, she was also saying that every time she meets new people and she says she's a porn director, people like are either super shocked or super cool with it. So she was like, that's actually a good way on how to select your friends.
Maybe we should do that from now on. I have a sex podcast.
Well, I do get certain comments about this sometimes.
I mean, it's
so
fun.
Like, whatever, you know. But I found this very interesting because it all comes back to what we said about it being so normal, but so tabooed. And she was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm a woman and I'm like a porn director. And I want to create porn that is inclusive and not racist and sexist, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fuck this shit. Like, we're so over this in the industry, because it's such a diverse industry also, and there's a lot happening. So I think that is a really important point to keep in mind. Like, it really depends on where you watch your porn, what porn you watch. Of course, everyone should do what they want, but I also really like the aspect of it's also empowering for women to be in porn and to make and create porn.
It's just a shame that you don't get introduced to this more... I want to say grown-up porn. Yeah. Because it's more real porn. Yeah. But that you don't get introduced to that to an earlier age. That the first thing you stumble upon. Yeah. And again, with the lacking of sex education, that they don't say, there's porn, you can find this and that and blah, blah, and this will shock you. But the first thing you do, because it's the easiest thing, if you Google porn, it's Pornhub or RedTube or whatever the fuck they're called. That pops up, and there's a lot of, like... scary content if you're new to that world or new to sexual whatever interactions. And it's a shame that it's not the real things that get introduced first before the ass fucking cream pie whatever shit. That is very that's true. Like popping into your head and you think this is what sex is versus this is what sex can be. That is very true. But it's not the standard.
And I think it also has a lot to do with how we talk about female pleasure or how we not talk about female pleasure.
There was a little category on Pornhub just called female orgasms. Yeah. And it was like out of 10 clips, there were only 2 where a male was involved. Otherwise, it was just a girl on her, on herself. So this is just a disclaimer that just because there's a video of a girl screaming... sounding like she has pleasure does not mean that she comes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really this thing of how we talk about sex, or how we define sex in our societies, or like at least what we can say from growing up in Denmark and Germany, and that female pleasure just doesn't play a role in sex ed and in commercialized porn. So that Boo-hoo. I think that just really sucks. But that's why, I think check out Eric Callas, check out other porn.
Like, try and do some. Don't be lazy with your porn searches.
Like, there's so much cool content. There's so much
if you're a person who watches porn a lot, maybe invest in. Yeah. Which you probably do. I mean, I expect. Yeah. If you do watch it a lot, that you want some better variated content, so you're actually willing to pay. And also just being aware of what you see on those free websites or commercialized websites. Also, some fun pointers just to like round this up. Don't expect porn to happen in real life. Don't expect real life to happen in porn. Yeah, honest. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Don't get scared about the stuck titles. Don't expect people to be stuck in real life. And also don't get stuck. Help them out. Yeah. Just help them out. No, but we would really like to... Like, this is one of the subjects that are so big, and we can talk about, like, each... Oh, yeah. Like, it's a kink within the kink. So, we could talk about each category
King, but also so normal somehow.
Yeah, exactly. We could talk about each category to the end of the world, and I would, for one, would really like to hear what people are watching.
Yeah,
like I find it so intriguing. And are you doing it because that's your sexual tendencies, or are you doing it because you're curious? Are you doing it to laugh at it?
To learn?
To learn? Like, what are you guys watching porn for, and how often do you do it? And just, like, want to know more about this whole porn
and
part
also
of life.
More just, like, normalizing to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because...
most people do, like, watch it, so why we gotta pretend that we don't?
Yeah. And just also, like, shifting away from this, like, shady, I watch my porn in secret.
Yeah, like, the dark with the light of my phone.
It's like, come on, like, there are really a lot of good websites and directors and actresses and actors, and a lot of good content.
Yeah. So let us know
Yeah.
What you guys think, and thank you for listening again.
Yes.
We really enjoy seeing the numbers go up.
Don't forget
not so much down.
Yeah, don't go down. No, but don't forget to follow us on Instagram also.
Yeah.
And to subscribe to Spotify so you're
ready for
getting a notification as soon as there's a new episode.
That our voices will grace your ears.
Hopefully.
No, but thank you once again, guys. And
yes.
Bye.
Bye.